I don't accept, Paul, there's an undercurrent of nastiness to pervade your games, and I don't think that just shaking hands at the end of the game necessarily means we have that at the end of Premier League games and so on. A lot of that can be meaningless. I think that most of our games are played in a very, very good spirit. But I do accept that in recent times we've had incidents that have reflected very badly on us, including what happened last week in Portlaoise. Now, as I said, I think to put it in context, I'm not clear on what was said, but clearly there were two players involved. I think clearly Armagh didn't issue a statement without reason for that. But again, it's an incident that shouldn't have happened. It's an issue that we have to address. I don't think it's an issue of, as I said, of racism or sectarianism being an issue in our games. But I think there is an issue around trash talking and sledging among our players, and that's an issue that we need to talk about.
Paraic, how did you actually persuade Armagh to step back from what they had been saying and to issue a much more watered down statement?
I think when Armagh looked at the statement from Laois's perspective, they realised that it could be interpreted in a way that they didn't actually particularly intend. They didn't intend to reflect on Laois as a group. It was Armagh were entitled to express their views on a particular incident that took place, but the statement could be interpreted as a group of Laois supporters or a number of Laois players. It was a single incident. So, in fairness to Armagh, I think when they looked at it, they realised that perhaps the statement perhaps wasn't worded perhaps as well as it might have been in the first instance to reflect what actually happened.
There have been suggestions. The front page of the Sunday Independent today of the sports section says speculation was rampant yesterday the GA had eased off on suspending McKeever in return for his county board's retraction on the claims during the match.
Absolutely not. That's absolutely not. No, I mean, for example, I wasn't aware until yesterday afternoon, in fact, that McKeever had been cleared.
Okay, so there's nothing to that. You didn't. That didn't even come up in your conversation.
Never come up at any stage, and we wouldn't even leave it on that basis. Never came up.